that cheeky jump with the new hitboxes. Yeah, I notice a lot of people still taking that risk on that B site, jumping across like that. And I mean, we've seen it on Dust too. People jumping in the rubbish pile near CT spawn. Guy on short just waits, times it correctly, one tap, and you're dead.
Well, hopefully we'll see something a little different here. I don't believe we casted Reflex on Mirage, but I'll be interested to see how they play this CT side. We've seen a lot of different players coming in from different teams, and one thing that I think you might know by now, Linus, my pet hate on Mirage is that push up mid.
Yeah.
From CTs. I know it's effective, but it just seems to me that there's not a lot of people that can pull it off as a team.
Yeah, again, that sort of push does come down to a lot of coordination. I mean, you've got to have your guy on window ready, and then the guy that's pushing up from CT ready as well. But you're pushing as a 5-man and no one's there. You're sort of left in the lurch because they'll realise they'll hear you when they're on A ramp and go A, or they'll hear you from B apps and go B. So you're effectively giving them a bomb site and forcing a retake when you could rather wait in sight and actually play a retake. But you know, some teams do it, so...
Alright boys, looks like we are going live here. So, I think they are going to knife here to change sides.
Yeah, I think this is the actual knife round 4 sides.
That should be happening on A bomb site, I would assume. Both teams headed there. And
some good sportsmanship from Stratos there. Have fun, guys. Honour playing you in the finals. Wow. Good to see.
Yeah, welcome guys to the first match of the first week of CGA Finals. It's going to be exciting.
Very busy week ahead of us.
Now, look at the T's on this knife side though. I think they've been playing some gun game because they wrecked the CTs there.
CT's sort of just running, trying to get them into corners, but just not working.
And looks like Final Spark have voted to stay on the T side. See what they can do here. I mean, staying on T, this was unorthodox, again, like we saw on Dust 2. But, I mean, that was a throwaway map, of course, but would that have been their decision, maybe? I don't know. Let's see what they can do on T-side.
T-side here, if you can do well on T-side, you've got a pretty comfortable CT half, where, you know, if in Reflex's case, if they're getting pushed and the T's are making work and taking map control, you know, it throws a curveball in the works, come your T-side, you're sort of in a little bit of doubt.
Looks like the T's are pushing strong towards B, but it's actually a fake. The bomb headed up towards Palace, and I think it's actually going to be sold here. The T's are getting entries on B, but Hyper King holding strong by himself, and he will have called that there's no bomb. Bomb is actually on A right now, as Stratos is wrecking these CTs on B. He's a one-man team right now.
From Snail. Snail getting a nice shot off the guy in ticket booth.
Hat's the last CT alive here. And that was well played by Tees.
That was. See, coming into sort of that kind of a round, when you push a fake like that, your 2 players or your 1 player that is selling that fake has to get a kill. If he does not get a kill, it does not work. It's as simple as that. The minute your player dies, they'll instantly rotate to the other bomb site and wait for you. And by that time, you're halfway through your commit, your smokes are out, your flashes are out, depending if you're on a buy round or not. You know, you've already committed your life to that round, and, you know, you're left in the lurch, where that was perfectly executed. I mean, they got the 1 kill, delayed, pushed a guy actually pushed behind them. I can't remember who it was, pushed into apps behind them. So,
yeah,
Stratos, you know, pulling those players off A.
Stratos staying alive for so long on B. Really sold the fake there. I mean, his teammates died and he was able to get, I think, 3 kills.
Yeah.
Just by himself. And, I mean, all the CTs would have been running at him, realising that, you know, he's wrecking them all, while his teammates just, you know, drop down casually from Palace, get the plant. Easy money, boys.
So, very, very good strat to see.
Looks like we've lost
coming
Hats
from
there.
Fez. It's not gun game anymore, Caps. It's arms race. Jeez.
Oh, sorry, Fez, mate. Sorry, I'm talking like it's still in source, you know? It'll always be gun game to me.
It was gun game for the first little bit of this.
Oh, really? They actually named it gun game, did they?
Yeah, it was gun game for like the first, I think, month or 2 months when this game first came out.
Okay.
Or it was in beta phase, I can't remember. One of them was called Gun Game.
Yeah, I remember they didn't actually have a gun
it.
game for a while. I think. Or they didn't have different modes, I'm not sure. It's been a lot of changes, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's the thing. This game's gone from a release to a rebuild.
Yeah, pretty much.
Since it's been released, I mean, you've got complete hitbox redesign.
Oh, it's a brand new game, definitely.
Yeah.
Since the initial release, that's for sure. I remember when they first released CSGO, a lot of pros were saying the game was unplayable. I remember reading a review in particular that said those exact words, and I was like, oh shit, what's happened?
Yeah, we had a lot of pros that just wouldn't make the switch and stuck with 1.6 for quite a while. And then sort of decided when Valve actually put a bit of pressure behind it, they sort of started to work on it more, and yeah, the pros got behind. I just see you racing around the map there.
Yeah, just trying to fill in time, you know, keep you guys interested. Yeah. I know it's pretty boring standing around, but hopefully Hats will be back.
I think Hats is likely just restarting his route, everybody.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too long.
Apologies on the delay again.
Should be expected, guys. If you've tuned into our stream, you know this kind of thing happens pretty much every night. So
yeah, we've never had really a smooth run, you know, where we haven't had problems. But I guess you could sort of put it all down to Australian internet, couldn't you?
You could. Why not? I actually had a look at the NBN rollout map just to see if my area was next, and it's literally every area around my area that has NBN. Yeah, it's just like, what?
So is the way. See, that's why when we had our house built, we're like, has it got NBN? Yes, okay, we're building.
Yep.
So our entire estate's got NBN to the exchange, so which is good. And that was before Abbott actually put his finger in the pie and played around, but Fez, a good way to sum it up. The game's gone from great in 1.6, average in Source, terrible in Go, now it's back to average again. So it's sort of on par, you know, from that comment seems to be on par with Source. I don't know how many Source people are watching, or people from Source that's, you know,
honestly
come over that could give us some insight if it is different.
I think it is. It's very, very different. I remember I played since 1.3 myself, so I've seen all the changes the game's gone through. And I have to say this is, well, I don't know, probably about a few months ago, I would say, it was very close to 1.6 style of play, where spraying was not going to pay off. In Source, it was all about spraying. You could spray and land headshots. It seemed ridiculously easy compared to 1.6, which it was. I think they kind of brought that back with CSGO in the way that, you know, you're forced to tap. But with that said, it's somewhat dumbed down a little bit these days, I have to say. Spraying has started to make a bit of a comeback, and you'll see these people, you know, spraying and getting headshots. I don't know. I think I prefer the 1.6 style, where it's a lot more skill-based. But with that said, I mean, it's pretty accessible for anyone to pick up a gun at the moment and play.
Yeah.
1.5 was best. I agree, Fez. I agree.
So I think that's and the funny thing is, looking at a game like Battlefield as well, I mean, being from my competitive background, being Battlefield 3, Battlefield took a similar direction. Battlefield 3, you couldn't just pick up a gun and do really, really well. I mean, go to, you know, BF4 and Hardline, any player that's semi-decent at CS can jump into Battlefield and drop 100 kills in a game and get called a cheater.
Yeah.
You know, it's down to how you position yourself, and it's just, Battlefield 3 was more, you know, towards the end was okay. I mean, it was very enjoyable, but
they polished it up.
Yeah,
from what it was.
And Battlefield 4 was just terrible. An abomination of a game. Although Hardline, I must admit, I have been playing Hardline a little while, and Hardline is actually enjoyable. But as we say, that match is on pause, and we're back to it.
All right, let's do this, boys.
So
thanks for sticking
around.
Let's
see if this pause will actually, you know, slow the team's momentum that they have going into this. Bit of a, I don't know, was that maybe a tactical drop?
Oh, maybe, I don't know. The new meta. Oh, it's the internet's fault. I dropped out. But T-Side have bought up. They've got SMGs, and I believe I see an AK there on Jasper. And
Jasper with a nade. Oh, it doesn't got the player in window.
It does a lot of damage, 18 HP, but Hats with a great flick onto whatever at a ramp. They're catching him off guard on the balcony, and he will pick up. Oh, unfortunately, it's just the MAC 10. But still, nevertheless, getting a kill on a weapon, not too bad there. Stratos does spot that player on short. There's a little bit of damage and then decides to fall back. Tees are playing this very, very slow. They don't want to get ecoed, but look at Christos. He's actually walked up all the way through B apps on T side. And he could catch a couple here. Oh, but he cakes his shot. Marcus landing the headshot. That's unfortunate.
I like the way the CTs had actually played this, with the fact that they were playing very patient, letting the T's try and get into a site, get close, and use these pistols effectively. But oh no,
Hyper just can't get the second.
Just having no trigger discipline there, but they do get bombed out in a 2v2. So one does have a MAC-10.
That could have been huge for Hyper. I mean, he was in the right position, and the second team didn't even spot him until Hyper had fired off all his shots. Going to be 2 CTs left, but the T's will make short work of them. The Galil and AK versus the USPs, probably not going to work out. But these are just eco rounds, boys, so don't write off Reflex just yet.
Yeah, we saw this with, I think it was in Vibes' game as well, with a similar sort of thing. They, pistol rounds, they didn't really bother too much, and then come a gun round, they'd switch on. I think Atletico was the same. Oh, great shot, Hats.
That's CZ in Palace. Wow. Yeah, he just
picks himself up an AK for his work too.
Yeah, I don't think Stratos expected that at all. Seth trying to challenge in mid there with the USP. But
could almost class the USP as a water pistol when you got armor.
Yeah, it's not really not effective, especially at that distance as well. I mean, unless you're pretty incredible and you just land 1Bs, but yeah.
But even then, you need 3 binks to kill someone, really.
He's also about to engage here on short, so Pimpact does catch his back. Pimpact choosing to check ladder room. Marcus will take down Seth and get a second onto Christos. They have an entry into B now with a player out of B apps. But Hyper is actually still on site, spraying down that P250. Marcus picking up a third there, and Jasper taking down Hyper. Now it's all into Hats. He's got this AK he should really save, but it looks like he is going to go for it. Takes down whatever with a good headshot. And a 2v2 right now. He is aware that one player is chair. That grenade giving away his position. He will peek here and should get the kill. Finding Jasper. Now 1v1, but Marcus...
not been able to turn around and actually pick up Marcus there, but still a great eco round. I mean, they picked up that AK. Hats dropping them to one player left.
Yeah, fantastic eco. They did a lot of damage there. And I'm surprised that they got so many kills.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the T's are... I'm not too sure. They especially the T's that were going towards apps in that round, just didn't seem ready for it. And again, we see the same sort of thing coming out.
Seth will open up the fragging this round. Taking out Justice now on a ramp. A bit of an AWP battle going on there. But Seth coming out on top for now. He has switched his position over to mid-con, looking for that rotator. But the T side, I don't think they expected that pick to happen so early. And it looks like they might have stalled here. They are sending a player back through T-spawn. But I'm not sure what they're going to do here. They might try and sell a fake, possibly. Pimpact did pick up the AWP. And the bomb is still near B.
They'll likely send one up mid-con. So one will go into mid to try and get a pick. There's the entry, which is what they needed. They need that now. They should be assaulting A pretty quick. As you can see, the bomb's moving away fast. But Seth does pick up the trade onto Stratos. So they are focused on heavy. Reflex are expecting the mid push, but they are pushing all up A ramp.
Yeah, T-side 3 men strong on A ramp at the moment. The bomb is holding back just a little bit. They don't want to reveal its position. Whatever, just checking under Palace there. But there's a CT right above him and one in jungle as well. Emarosa going to push through that smoke and get the first frag onto whatever. T's just trying to get the plant now as Christos pushes into sight. Takes down Pimpact. Marcus, he's holding strong here in a 2v1. Taking down one, goes for a second and it's a 1v1 somehow.
Wow.
Marcus could clutch this. But Hyper
what
King.
What a play. What a play. Just the CT's getting way too greedy there and pushing in, trying to pick up this, trying to show dominance, but Marcus just saying, no can do.
Yeah, if they can do that with 5 men, they can take rounds very, very easily. It just seems like when their backs are against the walls, that's when they start, pulling out these plays, and they need to do it on gun rounds.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think the teaser to get into a site, they can't be doing the slow play. They need to push in hard, get in these guys' faces, and just Reflex seem to. They're the type of team again. You know, they're that passive team. Once they get in their positions and they can hold lines very well. Where if you catch them off guard, you know, push a guy out A ramp, and a player's trying to get to underneath his belt, you will pick him up. We do see Amorosa with an auto shotty in Sandwich. Wow, this is a very different kind of a play. One of those things where, you know, where we saw, who was the player? Andyzor on Inferno with the UMP, doing great work with that. So
it could be effective in that Sandwich position, though. I mean, that's a nice close range spot. And Tees have taken a lot of damage already. They haven't even pushed into sight here. Stratos will get the first frag onto Amorosa. The shotty, not effective. Impact, fragging Hyper King under Palace, and it is a 3v4. Make that a 3v3. Hats just catching the leg Demarcus there, and getting a second on the Pimp. CTs are going to try and retake, but Hats has got his back turned to the player A ramp. He should go down here, but Jasper cakes his shot. What happened?
I don't quite know what happened there. I mean, he left him on at least 99. Wow.
Oh no, Jasper.
That's very... Had Jasper secured that kill or stayed alive, I think that would have actually been their round, but...
For sure.
Not too sure what actually happened there. That was very odd.
Well, he turned, and I think he dropped off the box, I believe, and he continued spraying. And that, you know, allowed Hats to turn around and frag him.
Yep. Good turn by Hats, though. Full 180 turn. Does pick up Jasper.
Jasper Cake Master, says Team Rainbow Sparkle. And T-side will be on an eco. They did half buy that last round, so it's going to be a full eco. Yeah, they have a couple of Deagles and Tech 9s. Let's see what they can make happen here. But I would assume that this round would be going to the CT. Pimpact with a great 1B onto Seth in window. Just absolutely wrecking him.
That was by himself. No flashes, nothing. Just going out raw, getting the 1D onto Seth. That's
very, very nice. Shot. And I think Amorosa is going to try and retrieve that AWP. Marcus pushes out a Palace solo and goes down immediately. Really not effective at all. And the teams actually look like they're boosting up into window, but I think Amorosa spotted them. He does take down Jasper, and he's not actually aware that there's a T in window. And the T side have picked up this AWP. Stratos Swag just hanging around in window now, waiting for that CT to peak. The rest of his team headed towards B. The CTs have spotted them. The flash comes in. Whatever, does try and take down the player on Van, but cops another flash to the face. Oh, nice double peek there by Amorosa, baiting out the shot and landing the headshot onto Stratos in window. As the rest of the team try and push this B bomb site, but the Tech 9 from backbench of Christos just spraying them down there. And, yeah,
that was a crucial shot that was missed there by Stratos, though. He did miss that player. The player unaware, just, you know, going for the rotate to B side after the call was made. Unaware that there was an AWP sitting in window looking at him, but not being able to tag him at all. So not too sure what happened there, but here's that your famous mid push that we see coming out.
There it is. Christos up mid solo by himself. Let's see how this works out. I mean, he might take down one, but he's sure to die. Oh my goodness, he's taking them all out. Oh no, he's doing the damage. Christos killing Jasper and putting Impact down to 1. I can't believe that worked.
Again, though, he did have his teammate in window. He had Seth there watching the whole time. Had he fallen back or had he went down and they pushed out, I'm sure there would have been an instant trade there.
So T-side, a man down and Pimpact already on 1 HP. That is not the start they needed for this round. And that's why I hate that play so much. Because it can be super effective or it can be really terrible.
Yeah, it can... Oh, Hat's just getting traded from Palace.
Yeah, I think the T's are just throwing this round away now, honestly. I mean, they're just splitting up and pushing by themselves. It doesn't look like they're going to make anything happen here. I would say Pimpact will try and hold on to the AWP.
Just laughing at Seth's flash there. He threw a flash underarm, trying to just have it go over the top of the archway there to peek, and actually going straight above his head.
CGA finals or State of Origin finals? Mate, CGA finals. You know where you are. This is the right channel.
In CGA. How's about you watch both? One's on TV, one's here. You know, simple as that. crank the TV up, have your headset, one ear off the headset, done.
Let me ask you this, what's better, TV or Twitch? I think we all know the answer to that.
Response TV.
T-side again on another eco here. And these gun rounds not going their way at the moment. But it looks like they are going to go for a fast B here. Oh, the smoke and the molly and nades now. Stopping this push, another Molotov there, and oh no, the T's are about to get sprayed down here. They're in a terrible position. They need to fall back or push. And it looks like they've opted to push here. Seth getting the first frag onto Jasper, getting another headshot, and I missed that. Hyper King and Christos just wrecking them as they jump through.
I clicked to one player jumping out the window. By the time he hit the ground and died, the rest of them were all dead.
Yeah, that was very, very fast.
That was lag or what that was for me, but that was very quick.
Yeah, that was a 5-second round. As soon as they pushed, they were dead. But T-side are fully brought up now, 5-3 at the moment. Seth again aggressive. This aggressive play, just catching T-side off again and again, and they've taken out the AWP this time.
That's the thing, having that aggressive play, you know, from different players, not only is it from Seth, but we did see it from Hats. Oh, and as I said that, he picks up Stratos, trying to shoulder peek him there, but, you know, it does leave a bit of doubt with the T-side and, you know, in their predictability of where you're playing.
Yeah, that's right.
Once you instill that bit of doubt in the T-side, they sort of just go back to the standard of, let's play a default, split it, you know, 3-2 split, play for picks, wait for the CT to overextend, but we don't actually see Reflex overextending. The only time they do extend is when they're actually going for the aggro push, you know, either is it into Palace or to A ramp.
Hats was actually very aggressive there up on B apps, and I believe he's still there just watching that entry point. He's been spotted out though, and the bomb is currently, looks like they do want to take it B, but 30 seconds remaining, and the CT's playing so aggressively, I don't think they're gonna even go for this. In fact, they have changed their mind, and they are going to head up mid. It could be a short to B, but bomb headed mid-con by himself. Marcus actually gets the frag onto Christos there. I'm not sure how he knew he was there, but
so his gun barrel sticking out.
Very weird. Hyper King picking up 2, and the last T will fall on site to Seth. Seth with a 3k that round. Very nice.
Yeah, with that player in mid-con there, he should have turned a little bit more towards the wall, and he wouldn't have been seen, but his barrel was just sticking out a little bit, so it was noticeable. Marcus picking up on that visual cue and just making work of it, getting a great headshot, but they're getting shut down from jungle.
Yeah, final spark, I feel like maybe they could go for a fast A here. They haven't... This split and pick is not working for them right now. And it seems like whenever they lose a player, they just back off and go to the other site, where another player gets picked off, and then they swap to the other site. I mean, it's very, very predictable.
Yeah, definitely. And that's the thing, the CTs are actually forcing them to do this with the way they're playing. I mean, one thing I am loving what I'm seeing is the fact of Seth, the way he's playing this all. He's not played the same position, you know, more than a round. It was window, then he goes, you know, up into apps. He's now in sort of, you know, the B area, and he gets a great shot onto whatever pushing him. But, you know, having this AWPer that's unpredictable makes it hard again as well, because, I mean, trying to play to avoid him, especially if he's strong and hitting his shots.
Yeah, I mean, Reflex are looking really dominant right now, and they've actually opted for a double AWP setup here. Hyper King picking up one as well. And you're absolutely right about the AWPer. To play it randomly like that and keep the T's guessing is a great way to play an AWP. Because you just cannot expect him. And silly mistake like that, like Jasper just pushed through an A-smoke there, unsupported. That is not going to work out.
That already shows there's some form of a breakdown in mentality there on this final spark side. They're just not... They're not concentrating on what they're actually doing, and there's no direction at this point.
Yeah.
They just seem to be pushing, trying to get picks. You know, again, that same old thing we've seen during the actual group stages was people, just individuals, trying to be the hero in a game and, you know, unfortunately leaving their team in a 4v5 most of the time and just conceding round after round.
They are fully bought up though. I believe that was an eco. So, Not too bad. And I think they are going to set up for an A here. All players currently stacked towards the site. I wonder if they're going to do anything different here. It does look like they're actually setting up smokes here. So we could see an A push.
Yeah, Marcus needs to hit this shot. If they are to go anywhere, this shot has to be made. Seth has to be dropped here, but... Oh, Seth's just missing.
Yeah, and the molly going straight out. Look at that,
Stratos behind Amorosa.
Stratos has actually dropped into sight, but the molly trapping his teammate in Palace.
Now
getting frags though.
Stratos.
Bomb will go down on A for the first time in a few rounds, I believe. And Stratos just able to get those entries.
Pushing smoke. Got 2 great entries, but just pushing the smoke. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if the T's are going to be able to hold this, honestly. Hyper King going aggressive with the AWP. Wow, and as I say that, I mean, CTs do go down there.
They do recover it. Very strange, you know, after plant positions. I mean, you had 2 down the ramp and 1 guy in one on Tetris, 1 in Sandwich, and 1 that was actually down the ramp. But had the CTs managed to keep 2 alive there and kill at least 1 or pimp act where he was, they could have got a CT on that and had a guy crossfire, you know, watching the crossover from the actual CT side. But nonetheless, T's picking up the round.
Seth actually taking down Marcus there in top mid immediately. Impact finding Amorosa, Hyper King onto whatever, and a 4v3 right now. But the bomb dropped in T-spawn, and they are going for this split again. Oh my goodness, Stratos, he pushed out of smoke, and then ran back in, but Seth just wrecked him straight through the smoke.
Got caught out there big time. What was he
thinking?
That was purely having an argument with yourself, if I've ever seen it. He made the judgment to push out, realised this is a mistake what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But and a lot of things, I've seen this with a lot of players, in pugs in general, and here as well, is they don't realise that when you're coming through a smoke, the person that's not in the smoke sees you before you even have a chance to see them.
Yeah, that's right.
So you're still covered in smoke and your body's fully exposed. I've seen too many people call cheats on people because of this fact. It's quite a funny sight to see. I mean, we saw that there. It looked, you know, to Stratos it would have been, but I was in smoke. How'd he shoot me? Yeah. But, you know, he was still clearly in vision there.
Oh, definitely.
This round's just falling apart. Final Spark need 1 more round and they'll be able to make work of it on the CT side. Yeah,
if they have a good CT side, they could bring this back. But the way that they're playing right now is so disjointed that I just don't feel like they can do it, honestly. I mean, the way that they're just throwing these rounds away, they're not trading, they're not playing together. It's almost like a MM match at the moment where each player's off doing his own thing. And, you know, then you wonder why you're losing rounds. Because everyone's trying to be the hero. I mean, it's not going to work out playing against a team like Reflex, or even when you get into the upper tiers. If we see teams doing that, they're going to lose the games very, very quickly. Definitely. I mean, it's a thing we saw throughout the group stages, you know. Yeah.
Once that sets in, the problem, it's not so much the fact of you're losing the rounds, it's the fact that you're not going to really be able to recover from it mentally as well, because you start, you know, your in-game leader starts questioning, what is my players doing? No one's listening to me, so why should I bother, you know? It puts this sort of doubt in players themselves as well, but
hopefully Final Spark can bring it back, shake it off, and get at least 1 more round on the board. I would love to see that. But, they are on another eco. Jasper did hold on to that AWP. But it looks like they're going to be playing A. And on an eco, I have a feeling they're just going to get slaughtered as soon as they drop out of Palace. They've got 3 up there.
Reflex actually ready for this. I mean, you got 1 player in the actual sandwich area, 1 on triple, and then you do have Seth the AWP watching midcon with the AWP. So he's ready for a quick turnaround if need be, but Jasper picking up hats.
That was a good first pick onto hats, just catching his shoulder there as he peeked out. Amorosa actually letting 1 into sight there, did not shoot. Oh wow, that play by Amorosa, that was fantastic.
Massive work for his team there, recovering that round very confidently.
That was some great spray control. I'd love to have another look at that because he played that perfectly. But the last T now, Jasper Snail with the AWP. He is going to push in. I think he is aware there's a player jungle. But the CTs aren't going to let him plant this, I don't think. He should go down here. He did get the tag there onto Hyper King. But Christos from stairs will land the headshot. And that'll be yet another round to Reflex. So, the final round of the first half. And Final Spark looked strong in the first half at the beginning, but they just seemed to drop off. I can't wait to see the CT side and what they'll do.
Yeah, definitely that. I wonder, was it maybe that extended pause that, you know, sort of...
Looks like Limits is got a bit of child problems there. But Final Spark do have the first pick here, taking down Seth at the AWPer. I believe Jasper took him out there in mid. So it's a good start for them, and they just need to work off that pick and I'll get this round on the board. They could take B right now. There's no CTs actually on B. But T-side just slowing it down and playing a very, very, very slow game at the moment.
Did Seth actually go down in window?
He did, yeah.
Wow, Mark is picking up. And here comes, I think this will be their 5th round.
Yeah, it's a 3v5 right now. It'll be a very difficult round to lose. There's only one player on B, and they do have the apps position. If they can take down Hyper here on short, they will take B. And it will be a 2v3 retake. Or 2v4, I'm sorry.
This is a good play. I mean, looking at these guys, they're Final Spark actually playing this last round like it should be, with the fact that, you know, they're trading effectively. I mean, you saw that on short. Pinback pushing up, getting picked. Marcus right there. Marcus picking up the trade.
Yeah, that's how they should have been playing the whole game, really. Yep. I mean, they just 10 to 5
Stratos
half
actually
though.
no armor
That's not
there.
bad.
Yeah, 10-5 is definitely. I mean, 5 rounds T side is definitely nothing to, you know, to lift your nose at. It's definitely workable.
Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, I think anyone would be happy, especially with Reflex so far ahead. They, you know, clawed back those rounds and managed to make it a decent half. Not too bad. They're just going to have to hold strong on CT side, I think. There is
a pause coming from them here.
Yeah, we've lost a player. Sure. I don't know who it was. Stratos? No? Christos.
Yeah. No, Christos was there. It was... Oh.
I'm so lost.
Yeah, I'm just... Amorosa, that's... No, Amorosa's on the other team. I'm looking through the chat now to see who actually called the pause.
Yeah, it was Pimpact who called it.
Oh,
but he's still in server. Okay. So I don't know who they've lost here. I really should know. I'm going to pull up the team info here. So I don't sound like a complete idiot.
Just looking at headshot percentages.
It was whatever. And looks like Hats is timed out as well. So this has been good. Aussie internet at its finest, boys.
Yep.
I'll just chuck the music on while we wait for these guys to jump back in. But yeah, first half, Reflex, 10 rounds, and on T-side. I have a feeling if they can get this pistol round, this game could be over very, very quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, if they dominate Final Spark even more than they have been, I think mentally they're going to be defeated after the pistol round, and they'll just throw rounds away.
Definitely, we could see that sort of desperation play come out again. I mean, as we've seen,
we saw it in the first half.
Rounds, yeah, it was there. It's evident that it can happen. I mean, I'm pretty sure Reflex would have seen this with the desperation setting in, and them just pushing aimlessly, you know, sacrificing players, and Reflex just capitalizing on that.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
But if Final Spark can pick up this pistol round and the 2 rounds following, I think we'll see a very different game on our hands. I mean, that could shift the mindset of Reflex, but...
We've seen some good individual skill from Final Spark as well. I mean, it's not like they're bad players or anything. I just think their team chemistry and the way that they chose to play that T-side was a little disjointed.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not bad, it's just the team play. That's all it is at the moment.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, as you mentioned before, there's a lot of individuality coming out from these guys, just trying to play, make those big plays on Final Spark side. But when they do play as a team and do trade, they're very powerful.
Oh wow, you reading the chat there?
Ouch! Wow. Okay. That's some bad luck there.
Yeah, so it looks like whatever's actually been... He's left the game, ejected forcefully by his dad, who's pulled the internet.
Permanently been benched, guys. We're apologising on his behalf there.
Damn.
Permanently being benched.
Luckily though, Final Spark do have a... They do have a sub. And it looks like they've actually used all their pauses as well.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Are they gonna? They might have to play this out after the pause goes out.
Yeah, they likely will after the pause, as per rules.
Final Spark is a really casual team. None of them, not even all of them, are global. Yeah, I had a bit of a pre-game interview with Jasper, and he said they were quite surprised to make CGA finals. And that's fair enough. We're not ripping on them at all for being a little bit more casual than some of the teams out there. But at the same time, we still have to, we have to provide an insight onto their gameplay and what they might be doing wrong and stuff.
Yeah. That's the thing, I mean, from an outsider's perspective as well, at least if they do watch over the demos now, they can sort of look at what they're doing wrong, and I mean, this lineup should stick together, I feel, personally, because they're doing very well together. But I'm not too sure why the guys are splitting up. I mean, could be personal matters, but give it another season. I wouldn't be surprised to see Final Spark on their way to Division 2. Being the fact that if they're a casual team at this stage, once they do get a lot more serious. Oh, Pimpact and Rhizoid.
Yeah, Rhizoid's the new sub for Final Spark's side.
Already doing damage for his team.
Yeah, picking up those first couple of kills there, but I believe Hats is AFK at T-Spawn, which is not good.
I think he's actually having internet problems at this point. So
yeah, he's gone again.
This game is sadly plagued for both teams at this point, guys.
Wow.
So it looks like Reflex will actually be using both of their pauses more than likely.
This is interesting. Could we see possibly Final Spark going through due to Reflex's player dropping out? Oh, they've got a sub. They've got a sub.
They've got a sub.
Says. Okay.
Wow, that is...
That's interesting. So both teams playing with a sub now. I believe Final Spark already
both
had
teams.
a sub, and
Yeah,
they had
Final
to
Spark
sub.
playing
They had
with
to
two
sub their
subs.
sub. Oh yeah, they've got two subs.
Marcus is a sub and Rhizoid is a sub, so...
Yeah, bit of a sub game going on here. Do you mind? We don't care. Pause. Okay.
Oh, weird. Reflex, it says Reflex have asked to unpause.
A little bit of confusion.
Yeah, Amaris is confused as well. Not sure why that came up, but... All good. Yeah, both teams seem a little edgy in chat from what I can read, but again, that could just be frustration with these problems,
Oh, definitely. Definitely. How bad is it? You're in the game, in the flow, and then, boom, someone drops out. That's it. It can throw off your whole game.
Well, that happened, it happened to us at LAN with the VAC era. It's happened... it's happened in the pro game. I think at what game was it? Well, there was a pro match that had happened in as well, a VAC era.
I saw a Fnatic versus oh shit, who was it? But I can't remember. It was the other night, and one of the Fnatic players dropped out.
That's the one I'm talking about. He dropped out because of the VAC authentication error. And there's whatever CS in chat. Apologies on the DC whatever.
Yeah, bad luck, mate. Shit. Hey, I'm a big Stratos with the troll there in chat. My dad was downloading, so I told him to stop, and he kicked me off.
Oh.
Ouch.
Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, that's harsh.
Cow is king. We're just waiting for the Reflex sub to jump in here.
Yep.
Because they've both actually dropped a player and had to bring a sub in, so we're just waiting for him to connect.
1, 2. Yeah. I just feel good today.
One day, boys. One day we'll get a match which is flawless.
Well, there's no issues.
There'll be no dropouts. There'll be, you know, the audio will be great. We won't have no lag in the stream. Oh, the dream. The dream.
The struggles of having parents that use the internet.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't touch it. Okay, so it looks like Reflex is going to play this round out with 4 players because it was auto unpaused. Bad luck to them. Reflex actually in the lead.
They do have rounds to play with, but losing that first first pistol, going to this now is going to be very, very difficult. If they manage to pull this off, that'll play a lot on Final Spark's mindset, and that could actually weigh in their favour. So, Reflex just needing to play this very, very careful.
Yeah, I really hope this doesn't throw Reflex off their game. I mean, the way they were playing on CT side, they deserved all the rounds they got, and to have, you know, these rounds pretty much stolen away from them at this point, if they do lose them, is, it's going to hurt them mentally. Stratos picking up 2 easy kills there, and I think it looks like Reflex are just trying to waste time now to allow their player to join. Which
is fair call. I mean, rather talk, you know, we've seen the pro teams do this where they'll just waste the pistol round completely.
Yep.
Just to talk about what is going wrong and break it down, and, you know, come the next round when they do buy, it's just, boom, they go absolutely massive.
Yeah, I really hope Reflex get their player in soon.
Yeah, that's... CG, I'm not too sure why CG don't allow for a technical pause, but...
Yeah, I think that would require like an admin in the server, like if you wanted a server pause or something.
You need admin pause, yeah. I keep forgetting about
that. So Reflex losing that round, and they are going to be on another eco, but next round is the gun round. If their player does not join by then, they're going to have a tough time. Luckily though, they are on T side, and it's a lot better to have a player dropped when you're on T side as opposed to CT. That's for sure.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, you can foreman a site pretty confidently. You know, once you got guns in your hand, you can foreman a site and do damage. But
yeah, right.
CT's
go on aggressive in Palace.
Are showing a little bit of respect from what I can see. I mean, they're not pushing out like they could. They have pushed Palace. They've got bomb, but you know they could have pushed up mid, pushed up behind them, and taken them out. But that nade did damage.
Good nades.
I thought that nade was going to pick up the double, but
Seth, the last player alive, and I think he's just going to be walking around in B apps, trying to waste a little bit more time.
Just laughing at Fizio's comment there.
Admins lazy as.
I wouldn't read that one out loud.
No. Those are not my opinions.
Yeah. Everything said in chat is each of their own.
Don't worry, boys. Vote caps and limits for admins.
Petition CG caster post.
But yeah, Final Spark winning another round there, and this is not looking good for Reflex. Where is their fifth?
I think their fifth could possibly be having EAC issues at this point.
Oh my goodness.
I feel bad. I feel like I could jump in for one of them myself.
Yeah, I feel bad for them too. I mean, that's a horrible way to play the finals.
To go out this way.
But you never know. Reflex could pull something out here. But with that said, they do have a second map to play as well.
As we say though, it is now a 4v4. Hyper King getting an entry without taking any damage.
Stratos just trapped behind pillar there. He does pop flash, but Christos was too far forward for that flash to be effective. We'll take him down, and Tees are going to plant on B.
Christos, wow. They've managed to get to the site with the man advantage. Although Seth is low, we actually do have in chat, Whipped and Creamy says $50 they lose the 4v5.
I mean, it's entirely possible.
Plays like that. Jasper does pick up one.
Pushing to site, but it's a 3v1 right now. Jasper should go down here with this AWP. He does pick the player behind chair though, but the bomb ticking away. I think he's going to have to retreat here and try and save that AWP. It's like that is exactly what he's going to do.
This T wants him.
Yeah, Emeros is going to hunt for sure.
But, no.
He's actually headed... Oh, they have hurt each other, but the time are running out. That's unfortunate. So, Reflex actually getting around on the board there, unexpectedly. But I really don't fancy their chances. If it goes to a second map, I think it's going to be JJ. Because there's no way that they can hold sites effectively. How you can do it?
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a tall order for Reflex with 4 players, but you know we have seen them pick up around now with a 4v5. It's 11-8, so I wouldn't count him out just yet. And Marcus taking a bit of damage, I think, from that nade.
This side actually do get mid control here. Yeah, Marcus was in window, and you're right. I think it was a little bit of nade damage. But them giving up mid to the T's, I don't think that's their best option. They just need to stamp their foot down on mid and show the T's that they can't just run up mid every round like they have been.
Yeah, because, I mean, looking at where Emerosa is now, he's in mid-con on the box. They don't know he's there. Oh, as I say that though, Pimpact does actually turn but does not actually pick him up.
Yeah, he goes down to Emerosa there. And Rai finding Hyper King. Thunder Palace goes for a second, and that's the bomb dropped. And Seth going down
very quickly
in mid-con there to Stratos. And T-side on an eco. I mean, this is horrible. Hats is now being kicked.
What? Hats is trying to...
He's trying to reconnect, but...
He's having EAC issues.
Oh no, this is a disaster.
This is just... Oh.
This is painful to watch. Really?
It is. My thoughts are with Reflex at this point. I mean... Although Final Spark need to make as much of this as they can. I mean, they were down the T side. They were struggling when they had 5. But Marcus with a drop bear. Drops straight down, picks up 1.
Yeah, this round's going to be over pretty quickly though. Seth and Christos, no armor. Just pistols on the bomb dropping underpass. Full control. In fact, has at the moment. Seth just trying to spray him down through smoke, but he's down to 1 and he's going to peek through smoke. Oh my god, so close to the sea. He actually picks up the kill.
And he gets bombed.
Wow.
Wow, that was a James Bond play. If I've ever seen one.
That was some shit.
Walks out with an AK, picks up bomb, 1 HP. Hat off the Seth right there.
Impact. Looks like he couldn't actually land the shot there, but managed to bring his gun under control just in time. And it looks like Hats has actually rejoined the server. Oh my god.
Finally there is 5. And at 11-9, hopefully, we should see 10 here.
And Hats has actually rejoined the game with 10k. So...
Oh, yeah.
They might be able to buy into the next round here. Seth is trying to get this bomb plant by, unaware of Rai just lurking around the back of those fireboxes. We'll pick him up with the headshot from the AK. And the game is back on, boys. 10-11. Both teams now with 5 players, thank God. And it looks like T-side are going to buy here.
Hat's coming in just being the bank for his team there.
Yeah, that's that's the good part about being DC'd for so long. He just accumulated the bank, which is pretty good. But with that said, they dropped a lot of rounds.
Yes, this is still first map, apparently.
Smokes are in on A, and it looks like the T side is going to go for this push here. Emerosa going aggressive on A ramp, getting flashed by his teammate there actually, pushing into side. Rai juking around triple box here, getting a good double spray down. Emerosa will take him down though. 3v4 right now. A nice nade from Emerosa onto Marcus in CT as the bomb is planted, but that smoke is about to disappear. Piper just getting the bomb down in time. Jasper will take him out though.
Very risky smoke play there from the T side. Again, I've said this before, I do not like that smoke play. It just never ever works out effectively. I mean, that was all 5 smokes thrown. You had a smoke CT, you had a smoke on side box, and the smoke crossing through, and then one on stairs. You know, if you're going to delay that long to get the bomb down, you're better off just trying to plant behind the actual site box.
Yeah, they killed the player CT as well. I'm surprised as to why they didn't plant the other side of the box. I mean, it could have gone horribly wrong for them.
It was a very odd play, but nonetheless, not working out for them.
This side will manage to buy up once again. We do see the taser on Seth. Interestingly, the price was raised from the taser just the other day with the update.
And it has no kill reward.
Yeah, so not so viable after all. Which is a shame.
As we say that, Stratos getting Seth on short, but the taser could work. I mean, all you really focused on at this point is just trying to get an entry into a site. If the taser works, the taser works. Oh, Hats. Waiting for that cheeky repick from Pimpack and, you know, punishing him for it.
Yeah, 3v3 right now, and they have spotted that CT up in Palace. Hats just holding him down there. And that CT should go down here. Hats spraying him down. And now it's a 2v3. Stratos and Jasper are trying to retake. Stratos is in mid-con. But he catches a flash as Emerosa takes down Jasper. And a 1v3. Don't know if Stratos can do it, honestly. Christos just comes around the corner and finds him very easily. Zeus is always viable, says Fez. Is it, Fez?
Reflex actually making a recovery there of that round. I mean, they are 12-11 up. Final Spark not capitalising on the rounds when they should have. I mean, although they did, you know, it is nice to see them show a little bit of respect for the fact that it is 4v5 and not pushing. You know, at the end of the day, you're in to win. And yeah, you just got to make the plays. I mean, they could have pushed up and actually got a few more rounds out of it.
Smokes are in on A again. It looks like Reflex want to go for this A bomb site. Rai though, taking down Hats immediately. Hyper King does trade, and that's a good start to the round here. Marcus returning up from mid-con. Will find Christos and Jasper now in CT, picking up a frag onto Hyper King with that AWP. And the T's had made it into sight, but from here it has been a no-go pretty much. The CT's just rotating too quickly and completely locking down A.
Retake. That was a very impressive retake from the CTs there. Just picking them apart one by one.
Yeah, the T side, I don't know. I have a feeling at this point, Final Spark could take the map. And I feel like that's only because of what happened with that fifth player on Reflex's side. I mean, Reflex, they were so dominant in the first half. And yeah, I don't know. I just feel like that's thrown them off their game, unfortunately.
It definitely will. I mean, it'll put a lot of doubt in your mind. I mean, and sort of, you know, oh, we're out of contention for this now, for this map. You know, we'll have to work next map. But as we say that, it's a 3v4 on an eco.
A 2v4 and a 1v4.
Wow.
That
turned ugly really quick.
Right, the last player on A with the FAMAS, and the T's have picked up an AWP and an AK and fragged the rest of the CTs. So, not sure what happened there. I think Hyper actually pushed through jungle, killed one player jungle, and then managed to get the... No, he killed the AWP in window and picked the player rotating out of shops towards A. And pick up a third there with the AWP. So a nice comeback from Reflex.
What a recovery on an eco of all rounds as well. That's not going to bode well. I mean, the CT's economy is starting to dwindle a little bit. I mean, you've only really got 2 players with over 4k. And Marcus on 3700 forced a FAMAS buy and only has a smoke. So yeah, this round basically will put them on an eco if they do lose it.
Yeah, I think GoTV is actually lagging, boys. Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm noticing that myself.
Not much we can do about that, unfortunately. But perhaps a little indication of why these players have been dropping. I don't know. But T-side fully bought up, playing the double AWP now. Seth in top mid and Hyper King actually pushed into B, and he's taken out Pimpact in kitchen or shops.
Wow, Reflex just picking them apart.
Yeah, CTs were somewhat half-bought there. I mean,
yeah,
they had armor and pistols on a couple of players, and those seem to be the players that have dropped. So I think they're probably going to try and hold on to the guns here. Work their way into B, and that molly going down to push the player out. Marcus does get the kill onto Emarosa. Oh, Seth played out the player. As Hats goes down, pushing his way through vent. Jasper was ready for him somehow. Bomb is down on B though, and Jasper and Marcus have a lot of work to do if they do want to retake. Up against 2 AWPs and an AK. The T's can just hold lines here, and I don't think the CTs are going to be able to retake. Marcus does get a kill onto Hyper, but Christos trades out Jasper, 1v1. And it's a 1v1 now somehow. Marcus pushing into sight, but I think Seth has heard exactly where he is, and he's going to be scoped in. Just taps him and runs away. I like that. Very cheeky, mate. Very cheeky.
That was the most funniest thing I've seen in a long time. Both players going down to the bomb there, but that cheeky little tap with a P250.
That was funny.
That was, yeah.
I'm just gonna reconnect. I'm just gonna reconnect to the Go TV boys and see if that sorts out the issues. Only be
and we
about
do see
10 seconds.
We do see the CTs actually on an eco now. I don't think they're actually going to push to play for the draw. Well, sorry, they will be playing for the draw. Apologies, but we have a fast B take coming out from Reflex. This is nice to see. Marcus does go down straight up, picks up Hats.
Oh, Christos just spraying them down on short. And Emarosa and Hyper.
Over.
Yeah, the CT's just trying to push every area, it looked like there. And,
yeah. A great game recovery from Reflex there. I mean,
yeah.
You know, to be able to reset your mindset after having that whole dread of, you know, we've got to play the rest of these rounds 4v5. Managing to come back, it's 15-12. You know, Final Spark just not capitalizing on the rounds when they should have.
Reconnecting does not seem to have fixed the problem, boys. So I think GoTV is just a little laggy at the moment, which is unfortunate. And there was a nice bit of freezing there. I do enjoy it. Reflex.
Strangely enough, my GoTV seems to be somewhat okay.
Oh,
just
really?
Aussie internet. Yep, Aussie internet, I think.
Interesting. Marcus taking down Christos through smoke and through the wall. Wow. Not sure how that happened. I believe you heard him jumping and then just went for a random spray. Impact will take down Hats. And this Reflex side getting picked apart right now. 2 players down already.
Marcus with a great play there, just baiting out that shot from Seth.
And Hyper picking up 2. Bringing it back to a 2v3. Marcus does find another kill onto Hyper in mid-con though. This is not good. And Emarosa, he is going to peek out here. Does spot the player under Palace. And actually gets the frag in a 2v1 though.
A bit of a fail smoke from Emarosa there. Or
I believe that was a CT smoke.
Oh, was that? The one that actually went up higher?
Yeah. I think he tried to smoke off mid-con but just landed on that upper ledge. And as a result, Emarosa will actually get the bomb and the plant. So CT's are faced with an after-plant situation here.
The pressure's now onto them. Emarosa just trying to work out where he should throw this flash, but great shot onto Jasper. Wow.
Mollies and nades coming out. This could be game. Emarosa with a Kobe to win it.
Wow.
What was that?
What was that? The reaction time on that was second to none reactions there. Wow, what a play. Emarosa just picking that up for his team, winning that last round. It looked dire, I mean...
Yeah, definitely.
A 2v1.
Yeah, I mean... I'm not even sure how he won that, honestly. I mean, the CTs should have played that together and they just chose again. As we saw, they on their T side, they played separately and lost the round, unfortunately. But yeah, pretty spectacular way to clutch and win. Very impressive. So we are going into the second map, boys. Reflex have won the first one, and it is a best of 3. So Reflex, if they do win this, they will knock out the other team and move forward. Final Spark will be out.
Yeah, I mean, wow, that play from Amorosa there. My God, what is that?
Yeah, it was impressive. I mean,
wow,
he
that
reckoned.
shot. That was single-handedly just individual skill coming out there. Amorosa getting that mad one tap and then mulling the stairs, just realising that's where the second guy was going to go, throwing that nade over and actually hitting him. I think he dinked him in the head with the nade.
Yeah, that's about right.
So, great sort of, alley-oop Kobe type of a grenade, but...
Oh, that was a Kobe if I've ever seen one. Fantastic, mate.
Kobe from half court.
Alright, boys, so we're just waiting on the team to join the server. I believe the second map is Cache. So you all know the map by now. I'll do a little fly-through for you. Starting from CT spawn. CT star here. This is mid. Orpa will generally play this area here, although we have seen him on highway. And even up on site behind quad is a nice position as well, just to shoot down highway from here. Oh, and it's locked me out. The players are actually joining the server, guys, so you won't have to endure me flying around the map. But yeah, GoTV seems somewhat better now. It's not jerky, I don't know.
See if we can see the individual play from these players on the Reflex side. Just that alone, though, that play from Amorosa would have pushed Reflex's morale through the roof.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Amorosa he's just on fire right now.
Yeah,
even in warm-up, just watching him move around the map, he's just tapping everybody.
Yeah, doing a bit of a warm-up hero.
Yeah, that is true. Isn't that what they say? Is most games are won in warm-up?
That's what they say. My GoTV is still laggy. I mean, what is this? How's yours, mate?
Mine seems to be perfectly fine. Like, I don't notice any sort of lag. I mean, is your frame rate somewhat stable, or?
Sorry, mate. What was that?
What's your frame rates looking like? Are they stable, or?
Yeah, fine. I have no issues. Oh. No, my frames are not stable. Interesting.
I'd restart your game quickly.
Yeah, I'm just going to restart quickly, guys. Sorry about this. Hopefully that does fix the issue. Not sure why that's happening. Oh, interesting. As soon as I launched CSGO, it crashed. What is going on?
Crash just delayed.
Yeah, it was on the verge, I think. Interesting, it only happens when I cast as well. Isn't that weird? I don't think I've ever crashed. You know, now that that's happened, I'm actually recalling another game where we're casting and this happened. It dropped frames and then decided to crash, so I think a bit of a premonition. Yes, I did derank Unique. That happened quite a while ago. In fact, I deranked down to LEM, which is quite embarrassing. But I've got the old Supreme back, so...
That's solo queue life, mate.
That's it, mate. You gotta go solo.
Not too sure what the boys are waiting for here, but we should hopefully be starting this match very, very shortly.
Yeah, I've got the warm-up ending thing just flashing in the middle of my screen. Not sure if that's meant to be happening.
That does happen. It's happened to me before.
Let's have a look at the old frames. Should be... Yeah, that's better. Alright, boys, second map. Here we go. Final Spark versus Reflex. Reflex taking out the first map on Mirage. Going into the night round here on Cache.
So we don't actually have Nightbot on, do we? Because I was going to actually add the current map score into the title there. Oh. Looking like Final Spark going for a little cheeky run boost, but T-player realizing that and just picking him up.
So Reflex win the knife. I believe Final Spark won last time.
Yeah, Reflex picking up the first map, Twinkie. Although Reflex did have for I think it was probably a good 6 rounds, they actually did not have a fifth player. Hats dropping due to connectivity issues, and then managing to get back in for the last few and just being an impact player as he is, just coming in and doing work.
Yeah, there was a lot of trouble in that last game, unfortunately. Hopefully we won't see any of that this game. And I think Reflex have opted to stay CT, as expected. I'll be interested to see what Final Spark do here on the T side. How they are going to play this is going to determine the game. I mean, they have some good individual skill, but the T side that we saw on Mirage was not great as playing as a team.
Yeah. Yeah, they need to play a lot more of these trade games, and if we see that on Cache, it kind of does look like Marcus is giving them a bit of a rundown here. Just,
yeah, he's giving his team a pep talk.
Giving the pep talk, although he's not the in-game leader, just might be coming with outside insight, just what they need to do. But yeah, we did see that there was a very, very big lack of trading, in that Mirage map.
Mm.
Hopefully we can see them pick up on that going into this one and take note and make their trades and get those revenge kills.
So yeah, don't know what we're waiting for here, guys. It looks like they are finally readying up.
Snuffy in chat. It's not cash. It's Cache.
Yeah, it's Cache. It's Cache. Yeah.
It's Cache, not cash.
Do you say cash? It's not cash. It's Cache.
I don't say cash. The Americans say cash.
Alright, boys. The second map is live going into pistol round here. Reflex starting on CT. Final Spark on T. Looking to bring this one back after losing the last map 16-13. This is a best of 3. So Reflex are going to want to win this one and send Final Spark home. Looks like the push is onto A right now. And Hyper King has spotted them out there as he does a little bit of damage, but Rai and Jasper have got the 2 initial frags on site. And it is a 3v right now. Marcus with a good strafing headshot onto Seth there, just catching him on highway. Oh, and Christos worked his way around behind, but the T-player in quad actually binking him as he peeked. And Jasper picking up another 2 kills there. That was a very well executed T-side.
Goose. Casting under Elo. Both our switches are down the bottom.
You actually broke up when you said that, mate. So I'm Caps. Yeah, you did. I'm Caps, yeah. And that's Limits. Yep. And we cast under this channel is Elam Live. We do CGA/Aussie CS casting, and we have our own channels. Thank you, Snuffy Guggles, for linking those.
Snuffy Guggles. Again, seeing teams do that sort of a play that they did. Oh, this fail stack from the CTs though.
Yeah, this is going to cost them the round. They've gone for a 5-man stack on B, and
a good call nonetheless. I mean, although it was the wrong site, good call. And I mean, hopefully they do elect just to save their weapons here, and just not even bother to try and go for the retake. Maybe pick up a kill or 2 on the exit. But just going back onto the last round there with what Final Spark did, you could see when a team sort of goes straight into an execution from straight out of spawn. It's normally an indication that they really haven't worked out anything too well. So, again, Final Spark making work of a round where they don't seem to have any sort of set plays for a pistol,
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that's going to go on a gun round though. I mean, you can't. I just feel like these YOLO plays are not going to work for him.
Yeah, on a gun round, I think Reflex will shut him down. Hat's actually does pick up the P90, but yep, manages to keep that on B. So I think we'll likely see Hats actually smoke and push into A main with his P90.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see some aggressive play there. Especially on these throwaway rounds, Hats could do a lot of damage potentially.
Actually, Hat's going towards B.
Yeah, he's probably going to play B himself. The rest of his team will head A. And those nades in mid doing a lot of damage onto Jasper Snail, down to 26 already. As the T's do work their way onto this A bomb site. But they are going to be walking into the stack if they do choose to push. Pimpact up in mid. Looking for that player in Z, but can't find anyone. Seth actually pushing out from white box at the wrong moment. Marcus taking down Amorosa with the P90 and finding Hyper as well as he pushes his way in. And Hats does take down Rai. Stratos able to kill Christos behind Forklift here. Hats reloading. Oh no, I think he's going to get caught out here by Jasper Snail as he rotates through mid. That's unfortunate.
Great lurk play from Jasper there.
It interests me that Hyper's using the CZ. Why he's still using it? Okay, well, the CZ's good at close range. It might still be horrible on the pull-out animation, but the fact remains that it's basically like a mini shotgun, almost, where it fires so fast and you can get those bullets off so quickly. It's almost a guaranteed kill. Stratos will take down Christos in mid. Rai joining in, getting Seth through smoke there in Z Connector, and this buy round not looking good for Reflex right now. 2 players down already. He's just pushing through that smoke in mid. I mean, I know I said the YOLO plays wouldn't work, but at the moment they're proving me wrong. And look at it again. I think Stratos is going to push straight through the smoke. He's
does punish him for it this time, though.
If Hats hadn't been there, though, that would have been another kill. Because
yeah.
Hyper King was actually looking the other way. But with that said, it is a 2v2. CTs have managed to bring it back. Bomb down on A at the moment, but it's planning for A main, and there is a cheat in there. Hyper King does trade out for Hats and gets on the bomb, but Jasper just comes around the edge of that smoke and finishes off Hyper King, making this a 4-0 at the moment.
CT is just off to a very slow start. I mean, losing that first buy round, that's going to hurt. Definitely going to hurt them. It's, 4-0 at this point. Final Spark actually showing some sort of good play from individually from the players on this T side as opposed to what we've seen on Mirage. Mirage has struggled a fair bit against Reflex.
Yeah, they're definitely looking a lot more comfortable on Cache. Right. Picking up the rotators there. CTs have taken down Jasper though. Oh, look at this randomness. I mean, Christos was on site. He was shooting at the player quad, and Pimpact ran past him, and then decided to turn around and shoot him in the back. I mean, it's just there's no structure here. It's just simply completely random, and it's working.
It is working. Yeah, it's sort of that's the thing. Is Reflex is the type of team that let them settle in. This is the point I made in the previous map. You let them settle in, and they'll hold their lines. They're like concrete walls, where you play a random, or you push aggressive every round. They're a bit taken back, and they're not too sure on what they need to do.
Yeah, that's the way to play T-side.
It's currently map 1 to Reflex at this point, so 1-0 to Reflex.
So CTs again will be able to buy, and they're going to have to hold strong here. Final Spark with 5 rounds already on the board. That's a great start on Cache. They don't need any more. You can make that work. But any round from here will just be a bonus pretty much. CTs, they need to shut them down now. Otherwise, T-side could run away with the game. Christos working his way up mid. He got picked last time he tried this. And this time it's a little different. He does take out Pimpact. Seth playing this all very, very aggressively towards Squeak. He does take down Marcus as well. He's actually got the bomb drop there, but he was not aware that Marcus had the bomb. T-side looked to have slowed down a little bit here. perhaps rethinking their strategy. Well, the CTs do hold sites. This is good play. They're not pushing, they're not overextending, they're still holding, which is nice to see.
Yeah.
We can see the teams get overconfident and push through trying to find information, but getting fragged.
Yeah, just having faith in your teammates and sort of, not playing for that. I mean, it is nice to play for information, but at this stage, it's kind of irrelevant. I mean, it's a 3v5. What's the point? If it was 4v5, yeah, have a player go and try to get info, but, the T's have to dedicate to one site as 3 people, and, the CTs look like they're actually heavy towards the site the T's are going to be pushing.
Yeah, the call does come in. Emerosa will be up highway, but I don't think they're going to make it past Garage Door there. Hyper King just taking them both out, and that is a perfect example of not trading effectively. Hyper King was in the open. He fragged the first player, was in the same position, able to kill the next. I mean, that should never happen. The second player should have been there to trade immediately.
Definitely. I mean, you got to play that revenge frag. If you don't, you're not going to get anywhere. I mean, as you said, Hyper just sitting in the exact same position, not moving at all.
Hyper King actually popped flashing into A main, but Rai too quick for him. Emerosa does get the trade though. And it is a 4v4. Stratos very, very low on 8 HP. And I have a feeling that Reflex is about to bring this back. They're looking a lot more comfortable now, which is nice to see. Hats has actually pushed all the way up from B into mid. Oh, but he didn't expect Stratos on the boost there. He will go down. That's unfortunate.
Stratos on 8 HP, they're actually, making it worth his while, although he's low.
Yeah, he did a bit of a panic spray there, I think. But, at the moment, it looks like these have actually made their way onto B. Seth, though, with that AWP and uppers, with a great shot onto Stratos as he crosses. Marcus will take him down, though, and the bomb will be planted onto B. A 3v2 situation right now. Reflex just giving up sights, and Hat's pushing up mid and getting picked. I mean, that really...
Yeah, just
that kind of lost him the round there, yeah.
Yeah, the overextension like that, you can't be doing that sort of thing, especially against the way these guys are playing at this point. They're hitting their shots, and as we say that, CT's electing to save. Just wait and try and get some exits, which is a good call.
Yeah, definitely. Their cash situation, it's not bad, but with these guns saved, it's going to be a lot better.
Yeah, although looking at the T-side's economy, they're 6 rounds up, but after losing that one single round, it has, their economy is somewhat in tatters with the fact that if they lose this round, they'll have 1 buy left and then they're forced to eco.
Yeah, they had their economy reset. CT's won that round at the perfect time, really.
Yeah, but again, though, winning that round, losing the next, did do damage for this, CT's economy is not able to build now.
Seth with a good first pick onto Stratos there as he peeks over from boost. And T-side again just playing this super, super slow. Marcus has opened Squeaky there, and I think the CTs are aware that there is one there. He does throw a molly behind Forklift to push the player out, but he's too slow to peek, and will in fact receive a molly himself, and a little bit of damage from the M4 there as he tries to retreat. T-side trying to split an A here. Pimpact with the AWP. Oh, does land a flick shot onto Hyper King, but again, Hyper King lives. I think we saw that last map as well.
Man of Steel at this point.
And he'll be lucky to live, running away with his life from that one. And it looks like the CDs are aware, though. Hyper King does go down a silly position there. I don't know what he was doing. And Christos forced to drop off balcony, gets the kill, turns around to try to spray down Jasper. But Jasper landing that headshot. And T's do have control. Pimpact with a great shot onto Seth at truck. 1v2 situation right now, and this CT, Emerosa, just doesn't even hear him pushing to his left. Didn't even react. Very, very bizarre. That was
very, very strange, yeah. I mean, you should have heard him. I don't know if there could be a lot of background noise for Emerosa.
Oh my god!
Pimpact with the deagle. finishing that round in style right there.
He tore his head off. Holy shit.
Wow. Wow. We've seen some great individual plays. I mean, my God, that was a shot and a half.
That was pretty crazy. Just
a one dig. Pimpact just doing work for his team, managing to bring back a 1v2. And, you know, he has so much confidence right now.
Yeah, Final Spark they've definitely lifted their game from the Barrage map. I mean, this is almost like a whole new team.
Yeah, it's turned on its head completely. But I mean, again, wow, Pimpact actually nearly hitting Amorosa through the smoke there.
Yeah, it's a good spot to free fire. I'm surprised that he actually didn't make contact, but the T's are getting flanked from behind. Right. Take down Christos, but the damage has been done. Hat's the last player alive for CTs. And I don't think he's going to be able to do much here. Might be able to take down one, but that nade, well timed. Well timed indeed. That's perhaps rethinking his strategy there. That's not the way to go. I think I'll head over to Truck instead, and I have a feeling he's going to get headshot immediately.
He has got two players fixated onto his position, so he'll likely just wait for this gun, peek him.
Stratos just coming around the corner there and pre-firing. Pretty easy kill there. And this map has been turned on its head. I mean, I don't think anyone expected this. Reflex, only one round on the board, unable to win any gun rounds. Yeah, I think the only round they did win was an eco round.
Yeah, it was an eco round. And, you know, regardless of the fact, you know, people go, oh, 16-0 dream, but it's actually beneficial if you're that far up and that far ahead and the CTs do win one round and you manage to take the following round that they buy and force them to lose it, it damages their economy for another 5. You know, because they don't have that loser's bonus to work with to you know, to have the utilities, have the weapons, and try and make something work of it.
So 4v4 right now, Hyper and Rai both going down there. Stratos does work his way into B and land the headshot onto Hats. He's actually opened up the site all by himself, and I think the T's are going to be heading this bomb back over to B. Oh, Stratos going down there in mid, and Seth taking down Impact.
Wow, this is falling apart fast.
Yeah, the T's just got picked off one by one there. That's the sort of play we saw on Mirage.
Yep. Again, ineffective team play, and that's evident right there of what actually can happen. That was a 3v5. They had the man advantage, they had the lurk, they had B side open. They should have elected just to push back to B, but instead continued their assault towards A. Very, very strange. Coming out there, I'm not too sure. I think that was just, you know, complacency getting the better of them there. Just thinking, you know, we will out-aim them, guys. Let's just push A regardless. But sadly, not happening for them.
But they've opted for a fast B this time. They are going to catch Christos looking at the wall there. I think he expected a flash. And should go down on site here to the Tech 9 of Marcus. And bomb will go down. CT's already rotated. Seth looked like he wanted to push that smoke, but he's going to sit there and wait for his teammates. The right call in that situation. Hyper King actually spraying down Marcus through the smoke, I believe. Pretty great shot. And Seth getting a kill as well. Take that two. As they do work their way into site. Stratos in backside though. Doing a great job holding down B at the moment. Amorosa in uppers does look for a pick and find Stratos backside, but he has one more T to contend with Rai, and Rai knows he's coming. Lands an easy headshot as he comes around the corner there. And that was a little bit messy.
Yeah, very
really
messy.
Lost a lot more players than they needed to.
Well, I mean, look at the economy of the T side. They're not able to build a bank. They literally one loss away from an eco, regardless that they're 9-2 up.
Pretty ridiculous. I mean, the economy has not been strong for either team this whole game.
Yeah.
We haven't seen any sort of ridiculous buys or anything like that.
No negatives.
No negatives, yeah.
Or 5 AWPs. CT's deciding to get a little bit of aggressive here and actually pushing out. But Christos does go down to the AK of Marcus. Stratos with a shot through the corner of the box, hitting Hats in the head.
Rosa still on A bomb side. He will go down though. And now it's 2v4. CZ. Actually gets a kill with it. But he's going to go for that gun, and he will get shot down mid-air there.
Marcus
Stratos.
team killing Jasper Snail as well.
Yeah,
There's a team kill
that's a
coming
little
out there.
unfortunate. I was actually looking at the kill feed trying to work out what happened.
Yeah, I'm trying to work it out as well. I think it was on New Box side. He peeked New Box and just shot him straight in the head.
So another round on the board for Final Spark. 2 for 10. And CT's... Is this a deco? No, it's not. I mean, 5-7 and P250. I'm just...
That was a Deagle Eco.
Oh yeah, if you didn't play Source, that was the eco that you played. Deco, they called it.
Yeah, Deagle, and a lot of teams that I've watched a lot of Source videos, and a lot of teams made some pretty insane plays. I mean, decoing.
Dude, it was effective.
Rounds.
It was effective. That's the thing.
That's the thing with the new hitboxes now as well. The Deagle is actually rather nice to use. I mean, people just have to learn patience with it. You can't just spam it like a normal pistol. You sort of got to play it like the AWP. You know, in an essence, it's got a similar sort of recoil reset time to the AWP.
Yeah, that's it. It's all about timing the shots correctly, really.
Yeah.
But
You
you know,
space your shots,
it's very
and
easy to
it's
spam in that panic moment, you know.
Yeah, that is true. It's one of those moments where it's, he's in front of me, shoot.
Shoot all the bullets.
Empty clip.
Yeah, and then you wonder why you don't hit anything. You're just like, oh, this game's broken. Nah, mate.
It's like, nope, you just missed.
Yeah. So 2 for 11 at the moment, the last round of the first half. And CT's on an eco again. I mean, it's looking pretty terrible at the moment. Pimpack will go down to Amorosa, and Amorosa actually picking up 2 there, but Strat does trade. That is some nice team play there.
Bombs down in mid.
Does take down Rara, and CT's actually win a round on an eco. Pretty crazy.
That play from Amorosa was massive there. Just playing on the toxic barrel on the edge of the smoke. Both teams pushing out, looking towards sight, not realizing where he actually was playing from. And he picking up both the headshots there.
So CT's will be able to buy here for the last round. A little bit unexpected. I mean, I don't even know what's winning them rounds right now, because it's been so random. They've won ecos, they've won one gun round, and then they won an eco when they should have lost. I mean, they've got guns, but I'm hesitant to say they're going to get this round, because what we've seen so far has just been so off the wall. Like Hyperping picking up Stratos. Stratos, they're just overextending. Now CTs have the mount advantage. They should win the round. But somehow, I mean, Final Spark just seemed to bring it back, and I don't know how.
Hyperking actually pulling that gun away and giving it over to Amorosa there. But again, I think the problem that we're seeing here at the moment with Final Spark is it's sheer team play. There's, you know, they're winning rounds, you know, running in, winning their 1v1 duels as individuals, but the minute Reflex pull out a team play, you know, like now, you got the double peek in Checkers area, and, you know, Jasper Stale can't do anything about it. It's those sorts of players that are winning Reflex rounds, and I mean, 11-4, they've got a very, very big mountain to climb right now on the T side, so
I'm just going to restart.
Interesting to see.
I'm just going to restart my CSGO again, boys.
Yep,
I think it's
no
getting
worries.
a bit laggy. I really don't want it to crash out in the middle of the game. Bit of banter in the old Twitch chat there has given whatever a bit of a hard time.
And also Goose Sam are doing the same.
Got to expect it, mate. Yeah, we will be back, and I am back in the game in time for the first pistol round here.
And we see Reflex doing the same sort of pistol strat that we saw from Final Spark, just going straight into an execution. Very, very odd, but nonetheless, making use of it. Bombs down, CT pressure on.
Yeah, 4v4, and it's looking good for RX right now. Christos and Amorosa just tearing apart the CTs. Hyper King joining in as well. And the last CT alive will go down on forklift. And that looked to be a pretty good pistol round for Reflex.
definitely. Back in a sec.
So CT's opting for a armor pistol buy. Now, there's something I learnt the other day. If you lose your first pistol round, you are not meant to armor pistol in the second as a CT. And I believe that's because on the gun round you won't be able to afford full nades. I did not know that. Bomb will go down on A nevertheless. And Seth just jumping towards Jasper Snell as he tries to flank from behind. Mac 10 is like a chainsaw at close range. And it looks like this second round will go to Reflex. Stratos and Pimpact trying to get some exits here. I'm going to stick with Pimp to see if he can pull off those 1Bs. But it looks like he's a little bit slow this time. Going for a second shot there, but not connecting. Stratos actually getting the exit frag there onto Hats. He wants that AK, but Seth just not allowing him to get there in time, unfortunately.
Looks like I made it just in time.
First two rounds have gone to Reflex. Final Spark on an eco again.
So one thing I picked up with Final Spark in their actual T half, they didn't really use B that much. They got the entries in B, but they just never capitalized on it.
Amorosa with a great 3k spray down there, catching those CTs rotating behind. I'm glad that he turned around, because that could have been a disaster. The last CT alive, Marcus, will walk into sight with only a USP and a dream. Christos with the P90 will take him out.
Up there.
But this is the gun round now, so Final Spark have to hold strong here. Reflex have already brought it back to a 4-round deficit. And if they do win this gun round, it could be a disaster for Final Spark. They have minimal nades to work with as well, which is not good.
Sort of, it does show how crucial eco rounds are, and pistol rounds are as well. I mean, they were down, I think it was at one point was 9 or 7-0. It's now 7-11.
Yeah, that's right.
No AWP from Final Spark either, so you do have Marcus playing with the M4A1S. The weapon is sort of catered to range now, but Stratos in a bit of a weird position on top of the actual roller door there. So,
yeah, that's a good position for a mid rush, but the boost player can catch you off guard so easily. As if he gets boosted over, he's gonna have a free shot on you, basically.
Yeah, definitely. It's a risky position, but he hasn't died from it yet.
Looks it down in mid. It looks like they are actually going to push mid. The flash is going through, and Stratos, he gets spotted out by Hats there, and Amorosa as they push through. And it looks like a bit of a split B at the moment. This is an interesting strategy. They smoke down mid and send a couple of players through vents as the rest of the team push B main, and it seems to be working for them. Marcus, though, jumping through smoke, does find one. But gets caught out as he tries to jump into sight, leaving Rai all alone in a 1v2. We'll go down here, back sight, and Rai up in heaven there. He'll get smoked off. And, oh no, he's going to push through the smoke. I think he will have given away his position there. Let's see what he can do from here. He'll drop down into sight and gets spotted from B main. Hats popping out from the generator side there. Pretty easy kill.
Hyper King just not too sure what he was shooting at there. Sort of, yeah, that was quite funny from his point of view. He just aimlessly sprayed straight to the sky and then straight to the ground. So a little weird, but being caught sleeping at the wheel. But again, Reflex are bringing this back. I mean, we saw this on Mirage. They were down 4-man, and it looked to be Final Spark map, but again, this looked to be a Final Spark map, but Reflex just denying them.
Marco's actually getting a great kill onto Hyper there, double peeking him, and able to land the headshot on the second peek. Christos with a great pop flash and taking down Pimpact. Does have control of B bomb site right now. BTs have sent a man over, but the smokes do go down. And he is forced to fall back. And in fact, that nade from Christos doing a lot of damage onto Jasper. That was very well timed indeed. Jasper ran straight into that. And I think the CTs... We're going to try and pick up guns here and save. I mean, there's not much they can do from here.
Yeah, it looks like the T's are just punishing the CTs right now. They're just, they're doing that assault. They'll just push together as a team, and getting the trades, which is what Final Spark needed to do to actually secure more rounds.
Yeah, I have a feeling that Seth, that headshot onto Jasper, my god, that was a great 1B. And right, we'll go down to hats there. But yeah, I was just gonna say, I have a feeling that Final Spark, the way that they play is suited for T-side. I don't think they have an effective CT side because they play so individually.
Yeah, definitely. It looks to me they're a little, they're a little iffy on comms, which I mean, is something that they could definitely work on and polish up. And I mean, they'll be a very powerful side. It's just, it's sad to see them lose the rounds that they are losing, considering the lead that they had. And Seth with a great pick onto Stratos there.
Yeah, popping heads from that boost position. Upper King just rattling off a couple shots down A main. Checking that smoke, that's always a good idea. You see a smoke there, you pre-fire those spots.
You never leave it unfired.
That's right. So Seth a man down. Make that 2 Seth with a second kill. And he has taken mid control for his team right now. They are going to drop through vents. And it looks like the T's have actually created presence on A here. I like this play. Jasper though landing a second shot. That was actually a no-scope. And the T's will take B, but at a high cost. And that was a nice play from T's though. Emarosa stayed squeaky and kept 2 of those CTs on A bomb site. Now, Jasper actually did a lot more than he was required to. He took down 2, which was incredible. I would have expected 1, but to take down 2, that was great.
Again, looking at Ryro staying on car until bomb was actually planted, which, again, it seems to be... They are catered towards the T side, as you said, but it could just be comms. I'm not too sure why Ryro's actually focusing on A site. He looks to be a little confused here, so as to where the plays happened. Electing to try and save his weapon. Seth on the hunt for him.
It's actually run past him though. Unfortunately, Ryro hanging around in CT, perhaps pretending to be AFK there. But yeah, Reflex closing this half down for 1 round
as they
deficit.
Did on Mirage.
Yeah, this is an exact replica, isn't it? It's exactly what we saw.
It is. I mean, Final Spark got the rounds up, and then Final Spark just started making mistakes, and then went, change halves and just continued.
Interestingly enough, though, it was in reverse. I mean,
yeah.
I believe that Final Spark were on the CT side when they started to lose rounds, which is the favoured side on that map. I mean, it's just...
And again, here, the CT side is the favoured side of the map, and we're seeing a reversal. Oh, Christos going for the cheeky knife, but getting punished for it.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow. Oh, what a one-tap from Hats.
Yeah, Hats just opening up that A-bomb side and getting another kill through smoke onto Marcus. Just tapping it through the smoke and catching the head there.
That cheeky knife, though. not paying off.
I think both teams are having a bit of fun here at the moment.
Yeah. It's good. It is good to see. Teams are,
Definitely.
We have got Jasper in T-spawn with the AWP.
Yeah, he's going to be looking to hold on to that in preparation for the next round. You look at the CT's money. They are going to be in good shape, but with that AWP, Jasper's going to be able to drop a weapon for someone.
Yeah. One thing to point out as well is look at the actual T-side's economy. We've got 10 and 11k, 9k, and 7k. Final Spark on their T-side struggled to get, 2 players above 5k. every round. Although there were, I think it was 8-0 up or 9-0 up at one point.
Yeah, it's very different.
Yeah, and then the rounds just started coming back from Reflex.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. It's just this game. Both maps have just been so. It's not what we're used to seeing. We're used to seeing a more structured CS where you'll see teams play a strategy and then they'll execute and this has happened, that has happened. But these two teams, the way they're playing each other is just. I have to say the word again. It's random. It is random.
It is random. But it's really coming down to Angels, really, and just winning your 1v1 Angels. If you win it, your team wins the round. It's sort of
that's it. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just aim for the player. If you win, that's it. And then it's not even we'll get a pick here, then we'll go here. No, it's like we'll get a pick here, but guess what? The rest of my team's on the other side of the map, so we don't push that position. And then so I don't know.
Very, very, very weird CS to see, but nonetheless, it's working. It's providing somewhat good entertainment. Hats.
Oh, good molly from Hats there, forcing that player out backside, as he did try to pop flash out. Bomb will go down on B. Impact and Marcus both with AWPs. This is going to be expensive for CTs if they do not save these guns. And Marcus goes down, leaving Pimpact.
Amorosa should pick up Impact. And he does. Saving Hats there. Hats would have actually died. I think the AWP would have actually taken Hats out there. That would have been a very, very crazy moment. If he managed to kill Hats and actually save that AWP. But Amorosa just pushing from A site, picking that up.
CTs are on an eco here. And their money situation, not too bad. They are going to be able to full buy next round with full nades, which is good. Pop flash coming in from Marcus, just peeking for information. Does spot 3 of them. Takes a little bit of damage. The nade to follow up actually doing 10 HP damage, not bad. Impact popping out of vents there, but Hats with a great flick and a second kill onto Marcus at Generator as they push into this B bomb site. Smokes and mollies are down and the bomb is planted. CTs now, what are they going to do from here? They've got armor on Stratos. He should probably save that.
Oh, Amorosa's in a very tricky position now.
Stratos actually getting a kill through smoke there, and Amorosa playing the squeaky position. We'll find Jasper. And it's all onto Stratos. Looks like he is going to try and get some exits here. He's already got a kill, and he's got full armor. So, holding onto that armor is the right call. He can pick up a second. Oh no, Seth just checking those corners and it's really paying off for him there.
Reflex. They managed to bring it back. They're now in the lead. And the CTs just currently don't have an answer for this.
Yeah, I'm a little worried for Final Spark at the moment. They have conceded a lot of rounds here. In fact, they have not won a single round in the second half. Seth tearing off the head of Stratos there. Pimpact does trade onto Christos though. It is a 4v4 right now.
Double AWP setup though. I'm somewhat scratching my head at this. I mean, Seth.
Yeah, he's been deadly with that AWP in mid.
Yeah, he has definitely been landing all of his shots. But again, it's a 3v3 again. I don't know if that was an overextension from Amorosa there, but nonetheless, it's a 3v3.
Looks like they've actually given up B position here. That player rotating too early. Hats has just walked straight past him. Oh, Marcus, he wants to push through smoke, but that's going to cost him, I think. Instead, decides to fall back. 2 CTs are low. And bomb down on B. As Rai makes his way over from A. Jasper in uppers, looking for a pick backside with the AWP, but no one there.
Seth just expecting this reverse push from the CTs, but...
Oh no!
Rai.
Hats has looked away from the vents at the wrong moment. Rai just... That was... Oh, the timing on that. Good spray down from Hyper King, but Marcus has made his way inside. Bomb ticking away though. He's not going to have time to defuse, and Seth jumps at him with the tech.
Seth with a 4K in that round as well.
Yeah, and I think that might be game, guys. That's not looking good for Final Spark. Look at this. Look at the T's economy after that. I believe they had 4 players on like 15k. It's pretty ridiculous. And CTs are going to be able to buy, but I don't know if they're going to be able to bring it back up to that.
Yeah, definitely. They're on a very, very poor buy. I mean, they've got minimal nades, minimal utility to work with. Although they do pick up 2 pick up.
There you go. I mean,
Caster's curse.
Every time we say something like that, it's just wrong.
It works. Yep. It's just a caster's curse.
I mean, perhaps that's because they were playing it more YOLO. I feel like that was, we've got shit guns and we'll just run up mid and see what happens. And that's how they play well. I don't know. That's the only explanation, really. Amoroso, the last player alive here. And look at them all just getting boosted up, coming out A main, 1Z connector. They were all around him.
Just covering every angle.
So, T-side are going to be able to buy again, but 2 rounds in it at the moment. Reflex 2 rounds away from winning. Final Spark 2 rounds behind.
Can they bring it to a 14-14 deficit?
Would love to see that.
To see. Yeah, definitely. Who knows? Final Spark might just switch on their rand mode and throw Reflex off here and actually pull out a win. It'd be quite a surprise.
Seth with a great pick onto Stratos, but he's got to know that there was a player that boosted him up there. And it doesn't look like he's aware of that at the moment. Marcus actually able to take down 3 from that position.
Wow, Marcus doing work there.
Hats does spray down 2. And it is a 2v2 right now. Oh my god, 2v lag. Oh my god.
Wow. Perfect timing on the lag as well. 2 players facing off. Impact in a 1v2 now. No Zimmeros behind him. Amorosa though electing to get to B to help his teammate out there big time.
Yeah, he's actually worked his way back around and this looks to be the right call. He's going to hit that player in checkers, but
pimp back.
He just didn't react again. I've seen this again and again from Amorosa where the players pushed around behind him and Amorosa just hasn't realised it. I could hear it, but Amorosa couldn't. I don't know what's going on there.
Again, I'm thinking I think he might be playing with speakers. But, yeah, again, Reflex they seem to be doing the aim work at this point.
Yeah, and the CT's on a very bad buy right now. But, they did make it work last time.
Yeah.
Albeit they did catch out the 3 players in mid, and I don't think Reflex is going to make that mistake again. Hyper King take down right there.
Jasper eating a nade as well in mid there.
And the CTs look to have somewhat clued onto this T-push. They have rotated their players across to A. But they're just getting picked off left, right and centre at the moment. Amorosa and Christos wrecking, and Marcus should go down here.
Molly. And that is all she wrote.
Yep, that's game, boys. So that's 2 maps to Reflex, and they knock out Final Spark and move on to the next stage.
Congratulations to Reflex. What a comeback, though. My God, what a comeback.
Yeah,
being
that was
down
well
so
played.
low, just wow.
Yeah, it was well played by both teams. I mean, I have to say that I'm a little disappointed in Sparks.
Yeah, in Final Spark. I mean, regardless of the fact they did play well. I mean, they were winning their aim duels when they needed to, but just it was the lack of trades. To be honest, I think with the lack of trades, the trade plays, not actually winning them rounds, is what cost them the match. I mean, they could have easily taken that cash game, a lot more convincingly had they traded a little more effectively. But nonetheless, Reflex just doing the better job of it.
Well, boys, that was the first game of many to come. In fact, I believe we're doing one tomorrow night as well. So yeah, it's going to be a busy week of finals for us, and I hope you guys continue to tune in and enjoy the stream. It was pretty entertaining game, but they're only going to get better as time goes on, and I cannot wait to see who makes the grand final. It's going to be that's going to be a game to watch for sure.
Definitely, the finals will be full of tit for tat rounds. It's going to be crazy.
Could have won Cage if they traded effectively. Yes, they did win T side, but when it came to the CT side, they either over-rotated, overextended, or did not trade. You do focus on trades on CT. Trading is a huge part of either side. You can't.
If you get pushed on CT, for instance, let me throw a scenario out there. You're playing forklift, the other player's playing sight. A T pushes you, a T kills you, your CT player should kill that T. If another T is there to kill that player, that is the effectiveness in trading, and what the point we're making is, if you don't do that effectively, you're going to lose sights every single time, which is what happened, and which is what gave Reflex the ability to actually get into sight. It's which effect you can
I think you're focusing too much on the word trading. You're thinking of it in the T sense. What we're talking about is a crossfire. Yes.
Yeah.
So don't get too caught up.
If I worded it incorrectly, apologies. But I mean, the point I'm trying to make is, crossfires on T side, trades on T side. I can understand where the confusion comes in from the wording, but nonetheless, that's what I mean, is the fact that you've got to go tit for tat if people are rushing you in a site. I mean, if they have the more manpower there, if they got 4 players for your 2 on A, then you're going to lose that. I mean, if your players aren't hitting their shots. That is true, Pimpack.
Yeah, you guys did alright. It was obvious that you hadn't had the team practice that we've seen before. But I think your aim definitely pulled you through and won you the rounds there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, individual play from the players. I mean, I gotta say, Emerose in that Mirage game. My God, that last round.
Oh, that was fantastic. I actually want to say that again.
Wow.
Hello, Jasper.
Jasper Snail. So,
just trying
we
to think
got
of
a keyword up there.
Yeah, just trying to think of one, mate. Oh my God.
Crossfire.
Yeah, that'll do. Crossfire.
Let's call it Crossfire.
Easy. Okay,
I'll reword effectively.
Kevron, mate, if you want to know how we choose the games we cast, what we do basically is we'll go to the schedule for the week and we'll have a look at teams that, have a good record, basically. A good record, good players. They're playing a decent team. And we'll try and, that we don't really have a criteria. It's just games that we think will be good. Basically, we're trying to bring you the most entertaining games. There's a lot of shit games that we have to look at and decide whether it's going to be good or not.
It's more so we're just trying to avoid the one-sided matches with the 16-1s and the 16-2 type games, because they're not entertaining at all. It makes it real tricky. I mean, as Kevin wants you to cast it off and beats, he thinks he's going to win CGA. Well, anything's possible at this point. So again, thanks to everyone who has actually watched tonight and stuck around for both maps there.
I'll chuck the keyword up on screen there as well, boys.
I'll enter just because I can.
You won last night, or the other night.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. Wow. I had to re-roll it.
You didn't even tell me.
I did tell you. I was just like, nah, obviously can't win.
I wanted my skin though. What is this?
Oh yeah, while we're on the topic of skins and whatnot, all these skins that you see up here, boys, it's actually out of Morphine's pocket. Morphine's quote manager unquote. So he's actually paying for all these skins. So if you guys have skins that you want to donate and put towards the Wheel of Skins, we would greatly appreciate it. There are trade links down below. But at the moment, we don't get paid for this or anything, and it's all coming out of our own pockets. So if you like what we do, please, hand over those crappy skins you don't like, and we can possibly trade them up for a half decent skin to chuck on the wheel. How does it work? What happens is everyone will enter the giveaway with the keyword. No. Everyone will enter the giveaway with a keyword, and then we'll roll to determine who gets to spin the wheel. No, Snuffy. No. So once you've won, we click to spin, and the wheel spins, and it comes up with the number. Then you are designated that skin based on the number.
Hey, Hobie Lord. What's up?
I want 6. Yeah, well, doesn't quite work like that. In fact, there's been.
I want skin 8 myself, but I'm not going to get it. Don't even let me into the giveaway.
There's quite a few skins on there that have been on there for a while. The Deagle, the Griffin M4's been on there for a while. The P2000, the Nitro's been on there for ages. I can't believe I still have that in my inventory. I believe that was there from the first night. And that the Gin as well, the Famous, has been there for a while as well. So we'll let this run for a couple of minutes, boys.
To enter the giveaway, just type the keyword Crossfire in chat.
Actually going to pull up the calendar here, guys, so you guys know when our next cast is, what time it's all going down. Just to force you to listen to me while you wait for these free skins.
Caps is a cruel man.
Alright boys, I'll just post in chat here. This is the actual Cybergamer thread with all the details about what we're currently casting this week.
We do have 2 days available, which is the Tuesday and Friday, so...
Yeah, if you guys are in a team that's in the finals and you want us to cast a game, just give us a message on the old Elam Live account at Cybergamer, or contact either me or Limits through Steam or Twitter.
Yep,
I'm not sure what your...
Mine's at Limit CS. That's what you're asking for?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Even before you even finished your sentence. I'm on point tonight, fellas. On Colfax with no dough stacked. I went up in Diana Ross raw and caught the soul clap. Big brother tapped my phone. That's my own skull and bone chaperone. It turned the planet Earth into a battle zone.
I'll tell you what, boys, we'll let this run until 6:40 PM our time, which is it's just ticked over. So we'll wait 6:41. 1 more minute, guys. For consideration. He's got his finger on the trigger of a generation. The clock ticking as the clock thickens, and we're lost within the facade. Slipping, but you want to pause for consideration. He's got his finger on the trigger of a generation. The way I speak, you think I ate a bran muffin with a prune shake mixed with magnesium citrate, cause I got shit for days. My main objectives to control the globe. I made it a addendum and stated my intentions on the Georgia Stones of purity, socio-political immunity, no scrutiny for the community, cause I'm wooing them musically with massive gnosis using ignorance, masqueraded with a veil of moral value, like a Tyler Perry movie. Weapons of mass distraction. Okay. Ban that motherfucker. Get out of here, mate.
Boom, he's dead. Banned him before you did.
Nice.
I distribute my CSGO inventory.
Yeah. Scumbags. Alright, boys, that's 6:41. I'm gonna do a countdown. Snuffy, he does not still play for Nvidias.
Nope.
Alright,
I play for Elam now. Well, I'm like 8th sub for Elam.
Okay, boys, I'm gonna roll, so good luck. And the winner is Zach Boldy123. He is following. So congratulations, mate.
Hey Chaos, it was 2-1 to Reflex for both maps. Scores on the first map was 16-13 to Reflex, and second map was 16-13 again. if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was something like that.
16-13. Yeah, it was very even, but the second map, Final Spark did seem to run away with it almost. You know, having them down, I think it was a 6-0 or a 7-0 lead at one point. And then, yeah, Reflex just pulling it back.
Alright, mate. Zach Baldy has won, and I've spun the wheel. Here's one skin number 4. That is the Glock. So, congratulations, mate. Send me a trade link in chat, and I will trade it to you right now.
Snuffy, haha, suck skin 4.
Hey, mate. Free skin's a free skin.
The benefit is he gets a free skin. Yeah, that's also true as well. The first map was a 4v5 for about 6 rounds.
Yeah, that was painful to watch. I mean,
yeah,
we felt so bad for you
so
on stream. We were just like, oh no.
So,
but you know, you guys did well to come back from that. I have to say, I was impressed. I mean, that sort of thing can play on your minds, and it just seemed like you guys shook it off, and yeah, it's impressive to see. Who won the final, Sparks or Reflex? Well, this is actually the knockout stages of the finals, mate. So the teams are playing against each other, and they knock each other out progressively until we get to the finals.
Zach Baldy said, mate, honestly, my inventory is worth 425 a reroll.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
We could reroll.
That is extremely generous, mate. I guess I'm going to re-roll then, and you guys better thank Zach Baldy, because you get another chance. Here we go, I'm going to roll. Okay, here we go, boys. Legionnads is the winner.
Legionades! Congrats, mate.
How do we see when the other games are? How do we see when the other games are?
Like
from
when
the other teams?
Let me link. Check the CG post that was linked previously.
He's not here, re-roll. Well, we give him a minute, mate. That's the rules we have, and then we'll re-roll. So, as you can see, there's the timer there. Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh well, he misses out on a free skin.
Alright, make sure you're following, guys. Make sure you are following, okay? I cannot stress that enough. We're up to a minute, so I'm going to re-roll. And away we go. Winner is James M2000. Is he in the viewer list, though? That's the question.
Remember we did that the last time.
Well, I don't see him. But we'll give him a minute. And it's right up there on stream for him, so it's not like we're being unfair.
What is with people being AFK tonight?
I think they probably left when...
It's good to see they came around for the game and left and didn't bother staying for the skins.
Yeah, that's a bit different, isn't it?
Bez, you just won $400, Kev. Buy your own.
How much are we going to give away? We're doing one skin, mate.
It'll be one skin. So how it works, we choose a person from the giveaway tool. Once the person's been chosen, they say something in chat. We then roll the giveaway, we spin the wheel of skins, and then it's determined what skin you get. He goes, Zach says if he wins another skin, he's happy to be in it again. But yeah,
I'm re-rolling. This guy said nothing. Winner is Russell XO. Come on, boys. There's got to be one of these in here.
Well, someone has to be around.
I can see him in the viewers list. He's definitely here.
So, Russell XO. Russell!
Say something in chat, mate. Otherwise, you're going to lose your skin, and we will re-roll.
I bet you someone's going to get it.
Oh, there he is. Hey.
Oh, there he is.
He's here, there. Boys. He's here. All right. Let's give the wheel a spin then, okay? Here we go. Good luck, mate. Good luck. It was almost number 4 again. Holy shit.
Well,
it's actually the Mac 10. Congratulations, mate.
Oh,
send me
the
a trade
Neon
link
Rider.
in chat.
Have you got that, or I think I've got that one actually.
No, I've got it.
Yeah. Okay. The Neon Rider.
Thanks, Russell, mate.
They say these are the end days, a time of retribution. We point to the sky and chart the planet's movements, but can't measure the cause and effect of thoughts. And the rather start
Ooh, nice. It's good for those eco rounds. Can be flamboyant while working people. Look at Azza just spelling congratulation out fully. I don't think I've seen that in a while. Something just grats. Only what I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, come on, boys. We're on the internet. It's no time for
Yeah,
spelling.
I wanted the Misty myself, but sadly I can't get it.
But yeah, with that said, guys, check out all our information down below. I'm actually in the middle of streaming a series, Final Fantasy 12 playthrough. So if you played that on PS2 and you want to relive your childhood with me, like I'm doing, come and join me. I'll be streaming it in the day, and Limits actually streams almost every day, and he plays a variety of games.
Yeah, we'll be streaming every day, so
make sure you check out his stream and mine. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. We're going to be back tomorrow night, and if you have a look at the link there, our next game is tomorrow night, and it will be at 7 PM Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Is that how you say that? I don't know, but 7 PM Eastern Coast Time. Okay.
Yeah. So 7 PM East, so
which will be
4
PM. No, it's 4 PM our time.
4 PM. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, it's early one.
And Limits actually finishes work and gets home at 4, so I could be solo maybe for the first 10-15 minutes, but then Limits is going to jump straight in.
So
and,
I'll be there. I'll be there.
But it'll be Globo Gym versus Funky Monkeys, and I believe we've casted both those teams before, and it's been pretty good.
Yeah.
So make sure you check out that one tomorrow night. But guys, you have anything else to add, Limits?
Nah, that's all. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, we really appreciate it.
So we'll catch you guys tomorrow night at 7 PM. Thanks a lot, guys. Good night.